Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new Banter Blitz. This time we're playing on the new play zone, as you can see, and we're playing Yup here, who I've played a few times before, I think. So definitely a good player, and it's very exciting to be playing on the new play zone here. It's looking very good, so should be a lot of fun. But I did forget to plug in my mouse, so I'm gonna do that like 1 second. Yes, okay, now I'm playing with the mouse, so I should be playing much faster, I guess. I was gonna play on my computer, but then I got some problems with my computer, so now I'm finally playing on my laptop. But that's all fine. And let's see what we can do here. We can take e5. Not really sharp today just yet. Haven't spent all of time looking at chess today, so hopefully I'm not going to be blundering too many things, like, for example, like 95 here. Fortunately, he does not quite see it, so we get lucky. Okay, so if I castle, I lose a pawn, but I guess I don't have anything better. If I play h6, there was still knight d5, for example, maybe. So we just sacrifice the pawn here and hope to get some compensation, I guess. This is quite a tough start, of course, not really warmed up yet. So, you know, we hope. I hope I'll make it out alive. Let's play queen to f5, attacking both c2 and the bishop on f6 on g5. So looks like some kind of double attack. If he takes on f6, I'll get the bishop. I was very tired, so I decided to make a coffee. So that should wake me up. Knight d5 now. It's a good move. I guess I don't have a lot better than giving up my bishop here. Okay, let's just go king g7 here. If knight c7, we got rook e4, so he takes, and well, we're down a pawn, but his queen is a little bit misplaced, and now if he brings it back, we get this active rook, so it's not the end of the world. With this active rook of mine, I guess I'm worse, but it's still it should be quite drawable at least. So I guess I can take on a4. What else can I do? b4, rook d4, a5. Is it? I mean, I kind of want to try and win, but it's a little bit hard. I know b4 is not the move I'm supposed to play, but okay, let's just try and see where it goes. If rook d4, maybe rook c8 as well. Okay, so he really wants to make a draw. If b3, can we do that? Let's just try b3 to keep this pawn alive. And go here, maybe. So at least we got really active rooks. I don't know if it's good for me, but it should count for something at least. So b takes c2 here, runs into rook c1 and rook d2, king e1. So we got to take here, but even though he's up a pawn, he's really frozen here with his rook. So that looks quite good for me. So let's just play h5, king f5, king e4, just advance, king d3. Yeah, I don't know how it works for the challenges, guys, but just to repeat, we'll be playing in a new play zone today, so maybe you got to challenge me there, so just to make sure it works. Anyway, by now, this rook endgame should be winning for me with this. Last move was such a... I should have put the rook on the other square, but maybe it's still okay. No, it's not. Oh, that was such a bad move by me. Just have to fight for a draw here now. Ay, 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 ay. It's no good. This is no good, guys. I should have put the rook on a2, then I would have been probably winning, but yeah. This is a draw, but I'm obviously gonna get flagged here, so. Oh, always a draw. Okay, I'll take the draw. Thank you very much. It is that was quite a rough start because a lot of mistakes were made, but okay, we'll deal with it, and I think we're warmed up now, so that's good. So let's see, how do I get back to the yes, I think I found it. Okay, let's play. Let's see. Okay, let's play Mr. Blunder Panda here. It looks like a fun game. Blunder Panda always in the challenges, so got to give him a game here. Let me try and open the chat somehow if I'll manage, but no guarantees as usual. While we wait for Blunder Panda to make his move. It says he's online, so I guess he'll come here soon. Okay, maybe he's not coming. Who knows? Okay, if he wants to play later, he can challenge me. That's fine. Well, in the meantime, look for somebody else. Let's go for Sweet Harmony here. That looks like a tough challenge from France. Okay, let's play Sicilian, but let's play it in the proper way this time, not like how we did in the last game. And maybe we'll play Sveshnikov if he goes d4. Okay, because he goes bishop b5. Let's go knight d4. So what's the theory? I guess I gotta take. Go knight d5. Yes. Oof, oof, oof. I should know my stuff here, but I obviously do not. So let's go f6. I think that's what they do. Okay, let's go f5. And definitely improvising at this point. So knight f4 or queen f3. Maybe I should just take it on c3. Why not? Okay, so he takes with the knight. Let's attack e5. I mean, in the long run, my bishop should be doing quite well here, if I can develop my pieces at least, which is a big if. So d4 is good, I think, by him. It's a good move. Okay, let's play b6. It doesn't feel quite right, but I just got to develop some pieces here, that's for sure. And let's take and put the bishop on the long diagonal. Let me try, because it's a little bit darker, so let me try and get some light somehow. Maybe this is better. So at least we got the bishop here developed. The king side is still not doing great, but maybe if we get to develop there, we're doing very well. So at least long term, our prospects are looking good. So I can play e6 here, I guess. Why not? Knight b5 runs into queen c6 with a double attack on g2 and the knight. King h1 looks like a strange move to me. That cannot be any good. So I just play bishop e7. Bishop c5 is also possible. But by now I should be doing quite well. I just play a6. To stop any knight b5 tactics, and well, why not to proceed with b5 to hint at the idea of playing b4. And he's basically getting forced back slowly but surely here. This bishop is sitting really nicely on d5, and now it's time to castle finally. Before I couldn't quite castle because d7 was attacked, so that's why. And he does sacrifice the exchange, which I kind of considered, but I don't think it should be enough compensation for him. I guess I can even take on c2. Maybe queen c4 was better, but I thought this is working as well. Okay, d6, knight takes e6. Rook f7, I don't think he has a real follow-up, so let's just go for that. And materially speaking, I'm just completely winning here. Okay, take the rook. f4 is the next idea as well to distract his ideas, his pieces, and pick up a piece here. So if he takes with the bishop, I'll take his knight. If he takes with the knight and f4, I'll take his bishop. So he's losing a piece here either way, and that's gonna be the end of it for him, I'm afraid. And he resigns. So thanks for the game. There's sweet harmony, and we get our first win of the day. Always a good feeling. Okay, and I think we got another challenge from Blunder Panda. So let's give him another chance as well. Previous time he wasn't there, so now he is, so that's good. And we're playing actually a 3-2 game, so we can take it easy. Let's go for simple mainline stuff today. Why not? With d4, a third Sicilian in a row as well. That's always fun. Okay. So which Najdorf do we want to play today? Let's play b4 Najdorf. After thinking on it for a few seconds. Once I was playing a tournament with my friends, and we were wondering, what is the weirdest move in the Najdorf which is playable and hasn't been played just yet? And we came up with this move. And believe it or not, there are a lot of strategical concepts behind it. If we, with the white pieces, manage to develop all our pieces, we'll be doing quite well space-wise on the queen side. So there may be some concrete issues here and there, but I think from a strategical point of view, it's a good line. And now we got our pawn on b4, and what's not to like? Okay, f4 maybe, but it looks a little bit weakening. Let's just play king to h1 for now. Prophylaxis against any stuff on the long diagonal for later on. And I guess now it's time to play f4. Okay, he goes a5, which definitely makes a lot of sense. So I can go b5. I think it makes a bit of sense to weaken the d5 square, but it's probably not. Okay, let's just go for it. If he goes, I was gonna say if he goes cb5, I might take with either the knight or the bishop. I wasn't sure just yet. Now, obviously, we got to take here on the rook. And our bishop on b2 might be either a very strong bishop or just do nothing at all for the entire game. So it's basically going to be depending on that bishop over there. Okay, maybe we can have some fun here. It doesn't quite work. I wanted to go rook takes f6, bishop takes f6, b takes c6. And if you were to go queen takes c6, I got knight takes d5, bishop takes b2, knight e7, knight takes c6, and I'm winning. But unfortunately, after b takes c6, he has intermediate move bishop takes c3, and it's not enough for me. So I guess we just gotta do something else here. Maybe queen f1. Actually, I don't know why I didn't go to f3. That was a little bit odd. Okay, gotta go back. Okay, let's play c4. Closing the position here. I think black is completely fine here, so definitely didn't play it in the best way, but oof, and knight g4 is very strong, really making me regret my last move. It was no bueno, not good. And now I'm looking like a fool. And I don't want to look like a fool. But okay. Okay, let's go knight g3. Knight g4 was a very strong move. I completely forgot about it. But I finally finished my coffee, so hopefully I'm awake by now. I'm probably gonna lose the exchange here. I don't think there's too much I can do about it unless I really go passive with my pieces. But I think I'm just gonna give him the exchange and play the position. Okay, knight e3. This is really bad, guys. This is not what I wanted. Okay, knight f5. Let's make one active move at least. So there is increment in this game, so time is not a big factor. And obviously I'm completely busted here, but I'll try and fight a bit. Who knows? At least he's thinking here, so that's good. He can take just my rook, of course. He can also take the knight first and then decide to take the rook. He has a couple of options which are worth considering, but he just takes rook finally, so I'll take back. Okay, g6. Does it allow any kind of tricks? Not really now, does it? Okay. I guess I'll just take. Play a4. At least it's not so easy for him to break through. If I get to play like rook f1 and he doesn't win on the spot, at least I can fight like this. Okay, let's play h3. And I'll just be making moves here, just waiting for his mistake, which hopefully comes. But for now, it hasn't been made yet. Okay, let's just go back. Maybe I want to play queen e1. And we just go in circles. Ask him for his plan, and we don't do anything. Oh, I bishop takes c5. I saw it actually like the move before, and then my hand already made rook f3. Yeah, now he sees it, of course. I gotta take such chances. Shouldn't miss them. Okay, we'll go back, but we don't want to draw, of course. We're just moving and moving and moving. Maybe he'll fall for the same tactic later on again. Okay, so now he decides just to move his rook. So I'll advance a bit here on the king side. Just a little bit. Queen e1, pinning down his queen to the defense of the a5 pawn. It's a bit weird and I'm playing to win here because objectively I'm of course not I'm not allowed at all to play for the win, but okay. Okay, queen h1, maybe going to h3. But do we want a queen trade? Okay, why not? But he does not want the queen trade. So I'll be moving my king over now to the queen side, where hopefully it's a bit more safe at least. Of course, this is a highly dubious plan, but okay. Why not? Okay, so mission accomplished. Now I'll go back to attacking a5. Oh, he goes finally for a5. He cannot. He wants to force it finally, which makes sense. So do I take on? Where do I take? What do I do? I don't know what I do. I guess I'll go here. Wow, g5. That I did not expect. Let's just go king b2. And let's go queen a8. Wait, this should be mate. And that rhymes. Wow, that was a really tough game. Thanks for the game there, Blunder Panda. You finally held true to your name and blundered in the very end, but otherwise it was actually a very interesting game, and you were better for 99% of it, but that's how chess works, right? Okay, somehow, let's see. Let's play against aerial boundaries. Another. I don't know if this person is online or offline actually, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, online and d4. So that means we don't get to play any more Sicilian. So let's just go for knight f6. And I don't think I've ever played the Budapest Gambit in the Banter Blitz before, so why not? So knight e4 is a move here, but it's considered to be really dubious. So I'll go to g4. Budapest Gambit really not. I'm not too familiar with. I never play it, so I hope I don't end up looking like too big of a fool here. But I know Mama Yaro sometimes plays like g5 here. Would it be that he plays g5 right here? G5, bishop g3, bishop g7, knight f3, knight c6, h4, knight takes e5. Okay, what the heck, let's go for it. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna play the Grand Swiss. I will. Oh, it goes to d2, which I did not expect. Maybe it's theory, maybe it's not. What do I know? But I guess the point of g5 is that now I can take the pawn right. So let's do that. And he goes knight f3. So bishop g7, knight takes g5, bishop knight takes c4. I think that works for me. And if he takes with the bishop on g5, he obviously loses after knight takes f3, followed by queen takes g5. So it just takes on e5. Nothing too ambitious, but I guess white is still just a little bit better here. My opponent is playing quite sensible chess, I have to say. Doesn't try to win immediately, just tries to play good, solid chess. So I guess I'll develop as well. Okay, g3. Yeah, this position is just a little bit better for white. Maybe even much better. Okay, bishop e6. And knight to d5. So I can take on b2. And ask my opponent if he saw that. Probably he did, but yeah, then he takes b7, of course. Yeah, my position here is really dubious. This pawn on g5, it would much rather be on g6. And that's the disadvantage of pawns. They cannot go backwards. But what to do? Yeah, I gotta live with it. Gotta play the position. But how do I play the position? Okay, let's just castle. I didn't know what to do. Queen c1 is quite a tough. Could be quite a tough question to me on how I will deal with that pawn on g5, and I don't know the answer just yet. I guess g4. Not because I love it, just because I don't see what else. And he goes queen c1. Wow. This guy is good. Okay, let's go g4. Bishop g5. This is not looking like a funny position at all. That's why I don't play the Budapest gambit. I just don't understand it. Bishop g5 looks like a major issue here. But he has many tempting moves. Okay, he goes to h6, which kind of makes me happy at least. Because now I can play rook e8, and if he would have included bishop g5 and I would have played queen d7 and only then bishop h6, the difference is his queen can go to g5. Well, now I can at least capture on g5. So it's quite a relief for me that he immediately went for bishop h6. Not to say my position is great now, of course, it's still very bad. If he goes bishop g5 now, I'll play f6 because what else? But this is already looking semi-playable for me, I think. It's not the end of the world. That's for sure. Let's drop back. And I want to start going active like with knight d4. Why not immediately, yeah? Knight d4. c6 later. Try and force his pieces back. And then, who knows, maybe the position will turn into my favor. So c6. And I start to slowly unwind here, and he takes on e5, okay. Let's just take with the rook, I guess. Queen e7 looks logical. He cannot take on g4 because of knight takes e2. c5. And my knight on d4 is very strong here. Oh, but maybe he got this. Maybe I forgot about, or maybe I just missed this. Yeah. Do we have something crazy like rook takes d5? I don't think so. Like rook takes d5, cd5, knight takes e2, king f1, queen e4. Oh, maybe it actually works. Let's just give it a shot. So king f1, queen e4, and I don't think he has a defense. Okay, just lose on time, but I don't think there was a defense anyway. So he played very well, just a bit unlucky there at the end. He had no time to defend against my threats. But in general, very interesting game, so thanks. And let's see, who else can we play? Marvelous Mudge. Why not? Vamos. And e4. So let's just stick to the plan of playing the Sicilian. And this is another 3-2 game, by the way. So today it looks like apparently we're taking it quite relaxed, easy games, as in not too much time pressure. And we get a closed Sicilian. So how can I do this? I guess I'll start with 96. And I mean, the normal move here would be to play e6. So let's play the normal move. And let's jump in with the horse. I don't think bishop, maybe it's okay. I'm not sure. I was gonna say I don't think it's great, but I'm not completely sure. And rook b1, so why not b5? And that makes sense, I guess. And knight e2 by my opponent also definitely makes sense. Guess I'll take it. And play bishop to b7. Maybe bishop b7 was not good because usually I want to play with f5 and then this e6 pawn is rather weak, but okay. Details. In general, black wants to play here on the queen side, advancing his pawns, creating some threats and just gaining space and annoying white. It seems my opponent is not really starting his or her queen side play, so that definitely makes me happy. And I'm hoping for cd4 here because that would lose the exchange after bishop to a6. Instead, knight takes d4 or bishop takes d4 and would make the game still very much in balance. Well spotted by my opponent, so I'll take bc3. And I guess I don't have much better than to go here anyway. And just go like this. And well, opponent c4 is a little bit weak, so I like my position. Not overly better, but it should be quite pleasant for me to play. Any endgame would be good for me, and the famous pawn island rule just tells me that I'm a little bit better because usually they say the less pawn islands, the better, and I only got 2 here while my opponent has 3, so that works in my favor. And now I think we're already winning a pawn here. Probably queen f2 is the only move, and then I guess bishop takes c4 wins a pawn, but rook b4 as well is very tempting. So It's looking very good at this point. Maybe even a4. a4 is very classy. I like a4. Stopping knight b3, and basically white doesn't have a lot of moves after queen f2, a4. Let's go a4. Yeah, sorry about that. My girlfriend decided to bring some friends home. I don't know, probably you guys couldn't see actually, but I was a bit distracted for a sec. So I played a4 and I can play e5 now, I guess, which looks normal. Let's just go e5. Why not? If takes, knight goes back, I'll invade with the rook to b2 after all the exchanges. But I have to say, my opponent is defending quite well. Oh my god, I thought I had rook takes b5 here, but my bishop is just hanging in the end, so it doesn't quite work. These goals just keep distracting me, it's very annoying. Okay, so that made me squander my advantage a little bit, but it's still fine, I guess, sort of. But yeah, just missing knight b5 was a major blow to my position. It's only I couldn't get active with the rook. a3. So shall I play knight to d4, at least trying to get my rook active? I guess it makes sense. Okay, knight takes d6 wins a pawn, but my rook is now very, very active, so I'll invade. Board needs rotating 180 degrees, but you guys are watching from my viewpoint, so I think that's what you want, right? That's what you want, and just so only my opponent blundered made into 2, which was quite an abrupt end to the game after a 10 struggle. So that was pity for my opponent, but then nevertheless, it was quite a good game there, I think. Okay, let's play against Shadowmate, a 1-minute game. I don't think I've played. Oh, somehow I thought it's a 1-minute game, but it's actually just a 3-minute game. So let's go. Let's play 1b3 this game. Maybe my opponent is so shocked he wants return the favor. Or just not make a reply here. Who knows? But he does. And f6, wow. That is not the best move, I don't think. But it's played very fast and confidently, so maybe there's a point. But such behavior should be punished, I think. We're going all out. Push. So we got the center going. Maybe my last move e4 was a little bit too much. I could have just played e3 and bishop to e3, but it should still be quite nice for me. Okay, h3, let's get the bishop pair going. Unless my opponent goes bishop h5 here, which is a little bit strange. Another interesting idea instead of h3 was to play knight h4 for me, and intending to go to f5 later on. But, well, this should be pretty good for me. Bishop g4 looks nice. posting this bishop here. Really, the light squares in the black position are quite weak. Maybe even f4 later on. Why not? What about f4? I think that looks cool. I did miss e d4, queen takes d4, d5. But okay, I have many ways to deal with that. King h1 or just bishop takes d7. Okay, let's go king h1 right now. And this should be very, very good for me. With the big center going and the strong bishops. Maybe even bishop a3 later on, really to put maximum pressure. Okay, let's drop back. Bring the rook in. Knight h6, okay. So I don't really want to lose that bishop. So I guess I'll just bring it back. Maybe even b4 later on, just to grab more and more and more space. Really cramping my opponent's position to the maximum. But for now, well, it's not, maybe not really a threat, but my opponent has to reckon with queen takes d6, that's for sure. For now, it's not a threat due to knight c5, but it's always in the air. So I'll go b4, grabbing more and more space. Basically, my opponent just lacks an active plan. Okay, a5, so I can win this pawn with knight a4, maybe? Oh, maybe just b5 actually is quite nice. Intending to get access to the d5 square. Okay. This is a good move, I guess. Let's just play a3. Wow, knight b6 was pre-moved. That's quite a daring pre-move. And queen f7. Opponent is defending well for sure. Bishop e2 is really not the move I wanted to make, but had to protect that pawn. I'm not sure about his last two moves though. Like, I think it's helping me more than him opening up the position here. Knight g5 is almost winning. Still, I don't see it. Let's just go g4, restricting this knight on h6. I think it's okay. What? This doesn't work at all. No, that was not a good idea by my opponent. After decent defense, that's for sure. This was not helping him. Rook in. And I'm just up a piece here. My opponent runs out of time as well. So thanks for the game there, Shadow Mates. And let's move on. Okay, let's go and play against Why Must I Lose to This Box. Also a regular face in the Banter Blitz scene. And the Sicilian finally. I felt like we didn't have a Sicilian for a while. And let's go for the main line again. But of course, what I was saying, oh, a6, okay. I mean, knight c6, okay. Let's just go bishop to g5. And let's just go queen to d2. Castles. Let's play f4. I hope my opponent doesn't know his theory here very well. Shoot, so what's the line here again? Wow. I guess I gotta take. Probably I'm running into some kind of deep preparation here. But I'm learning from it, I guess. Wow, rook a7. This guy is just on fire with his moves. I mean, to me, it's all new. That's why I guess you don't play mainlines in the Banter Blitz. Yeah, the opponents are way too well prepared with all these opening courses out there these days. You easily get caught. Okay, I still up pawn, I guess. So could have been worse. But my opponent definitely has a lot of counterplay in the form of the bishop pair here. And now I like my position already because there's no more bishop pair, as I guess I'm gonna capture this bishop of black in on the next turn, which is what I did. And I should be better here, right? I hope so, at least. Okay, king b1. If I can make it to an endgame, I'll be very happy. So it's cb3, ab3, a3, bishop takes a3. Takes on a3, rook takes a3. Is that enough compensation for black? I guess I don't want to find out. I'm just going to keep it solid here. Not the most ambitious way, but I don't think I can be worse here at least. Okay, so takes. I guess I'll take back. Or king. Okay, I'll take back. What else? a3. I got b3, queen c3, bishop takes h7. Very important. I go queen e4 now. I think I get to exchange queens now, which is just a huge relief, really. Wait, what? Oh, my opponent didn't see the mate in one thread. If he would have taken on e4, I mean, it would still be very much a game. I don't think I was very comfortable at all. Like takes and rook b4, and well, probably not worse, but rook e1 and then rook b8, rook b1. Who knows what's going on there? And okay, let's play Mr. Nitin Babu. That looks like a tough pairing, so let's go. d4. And let's play the Trumpovsky, which of course I have zero ideas about. Let's play c3. Basically, the Trumpovsky is just an inferior version of the London system, I guess. In many ways. Bishop is just better on f4. Oh, let's give it a check. But now, nah, nothing is happening. For a second, I thought I might have something here. So I'll just go queen to a4, keep it really, really solid. a6, okay, gotta take. Oh, this is a bit boring. Alright, guys. Next game will be more sharp. This looks like just some reverse Caro-Kann endgame, basically. Let's bring a knight in. So in the Caro-Kann, I usually play for b4 or b5, but it's a little bit different, right? But they do that, so I don't know. I'll play f3 first, though. I think I'm gonna play b4 a bit later. Rook d2. Gonna double on the d file. Oh, g5 is a nice move by my opponent. I like that. But okay, I'll go here and here. Idea is that if rook c8, now I can take on g5, and if hg, rook takes h8, rook takes h8, b takes c5, I win the pawn. And this move I most certainly did not consider. But then again, it's probably a very bad move, so that's fine. I don't know why he opened up the position so much with his king here in the center. Yeah, so I wanted h5 here. I guess that's good enough. The point is just to cut the fleeing square, or whatever you call it, and threaten mate in a variety of ways, like g4 or rook e5 check are both very strong. And knight takes h5. It feels to g4 with a double attack. But this is a good defense, which I had overlooked. So then maybe the situation is not too bad for black. And I probably had a better way to play it myself. Then, on the positive side, I have won a pawn, I guess. So I'll take it. B2, it got to speed up a bit. I just have 55 seconds here. Up a clean pawn though, so can't complain. Knight c7, rook e4. I think I keep it together. Here as well. Maybe knight g3 is a bit annoying. Okay, I'll go here. This was a bit of a panicky move, yeah. That was just a bit of a panic. Let's play a4. Okay, let's give it a check. Go knight to e3. Still should be a little bit better here. g3. Knight endgame should be good for me because I got the way more active king. I guess I can take. Check. And now it's starting to look very good for me. Winning all the pawns. There's no direct mate, but I'll just be pushing my queenside pawns down the board. So b5. King down. That's a good try. Don't mess it up now. Okay, g4. I'll go. I guess this is winning. Might be wrong. Probably not wrong. Yeah, now it should be easily winning. But I just have 7 seconds, so I'll shoot. Oh my god, I just made the wrong pre-move there. Okay, yeah. Okay, I can just resign this with a clear conscience now. Somehow I forgot about the time. Like, I thought I had a bit more time at least, but that's fine. Thanks for the game, Nathan Babu. Fought very well, actually, despite being losing, so gotta give him that. But there goes our unbeaten streak. That is a huge pity, of course. Okay, let's play Dangerous Right. I'm a little bit slow today, but that's fine. I'll pay more attention in the next few games against Mr. Dangerous Right. If he makes a move. Okay. Mr. Dangerous Right, probably having a dangerous car right now and not available, so if he wants to play later, he can challenge me, but not here at the moment, it looks like. And let's play then another 3+2 game, why not? Keep it chill. And e6. Okay, let's play knight to f3. So at least today, I mean, in this game, I cannot get flagged. Okay. Oh, I used to play this line with black myself. I mean, with bishop e7 in the stone wall, it's not very popular. Usually they put the bishop on d6. But this, okay, he plays with d6, sure. This is probably played by Simon Williams a ton of times. Not too great, but definitely not easy to refute it in some blitz. I'll go for a quick e4, I guess. But knight e4, sure. Queen c2 then. Yeah, now I think I'm just gonna get e4 next, which should give me a very pleasant position at least. Knight c6 is good. So e4, e5 maybe is the point. And then, is it so easy? Who knows? I also play rook to b1 here, but I guess e4 is normal. And c5, why not? Maximum tension. But maybe it was not so good for me. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, f4. I did not see that coming. Let's play rook b1. So my opponent is clearly still very much going for the attack, which I guess makes some sense. Queen e8 is a good move, yeah. Okay, this is looking a little bit risky, but I'll go for it nonetheless. E5, bishop f5, queen b3. Think it works for me. So basically, bishop f5 check, I got queen b3, king h8, e d6, and in the end, this bishop is pinned, so that's fine. And queen h5 by my opponent is much better. So I can take on e7 now, knight e7, cd6, but then knight g6, it's probably not so clear. Maybe d5 is interesting here. d5, Queen takes d5, knight g5. Who knows? I guess I'll just take on d6. Takes. Yeah, probably misplayed this a little bit. So let's just play a4. If bishop f5, I got rook b5. Rook b5, queen g4, rook g5. Still works, I think. Yeah, I think it works. So I'll go here, and I think this is looking nice for me. Queen h6 is probably the only move to... Wow, bishop rook f5. Does this work? I don't think it can work. Like rook takes b5, bishop e6, king h8, ab. Queen takes f3, bc6. And I'm winning the piece. So I think this was some kind of miscalculation by my opponent right here. Yeah, so takes. Check first is important. And now I take, and I think I win the piece and probably as well the game. I probably misplayed it there somewhere in the middle game, but I don't think it was ever bad for me or anything like that. Yeah, so now it's just game over. More or less. Queen takes f3, bc6. Yeah, time to resign. Okay, you can make a few more moves, I guess, but it's just a piece at the end of the day. Okay, takes queen e4. I don't care about the c3 pawn. I'm just going for mate. Like bishop a2 maybe even. Why not bishop a2? Yeah. Going towards b1. Probably not the most accurate move, but it's fine. Bishop b1. b5. Okay, my opponent is playing fast, but really at this point it's a hopeless mission. cp5, of course I will not capture back, but I'll... Okay, queen f6, I have to say that's a quite a creative try. But I don't think it threatens anything. The point is if I take the rook, he has queen g5 check. But yeah, the extra piece here is just a little bit too much. So queen e8, I think it works. I'll just go c7. And my opponent loses on time. But in a hopeless position anyway. Still, thank you so much for the game. It was quite interesting at some point for sure. Okay, let's play a tough challenge here. Let's play Great Phoenix. But probably he's not in line actually. So, okay, we'll give him 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, abort because he's not online. And let's play somebody who is online. HCTH. Let's play c5. In Netherlands, we deal with stupid systems with stupid systems. So c3, not the most challenging move. We'll meet with a stupid move. Why not? But my opponent seems to know his stuff by playing knight a3, which is the best move. In fact, queen a5 was once upon a time was played by Magnus Carlsen, I think, in a game against Wai, which he went on to win. So it's not altogether bad for black. But probably the way I played it was not how black should be playing this line. Anyway, e5 will make an interesting game out of it. Why not? I think knight a3 more or less refutes queen a5 move. Let's just take. So knight takes d4 is possible, I think. Bishop b4 check, bishop d2, I don't have anything. But I'll just play knight f6 next up, I think. That's the main idea. And this is a 3-0 game, so I'm gonna play fast this time around. So let's just play knight f6, keep it quick. Bishop d3 for sure makes sense, yep. Played. Okay, let's just keep it solid, bishop e7. Castles, I guess. e5, knight g4. Maybe I should have played d6 first. I don't know. Looks a bit scary for me now. Knight g4, bishop f4, f6. Well, who believes in that for me? Definitely I do not. So I'll go here. Still looks incredibly dangerous, but what the heck? Who knows? Maybe I'll survive on a good day. And if I survive, I might have an extra pawn. At least my opponent is taking his time here, so maybe doesn't see direct way to attack. Do I have d6 here? d6, ed, bishop d6, bishop h7, king h7, knight g5, king g8, queen h5, knight f6 works. I'm sure there's some kind of refutation, but I don't see it, so I'll go for it. Let's see what my opponent comes up with. He has only 1 minute to win here, so not a lot of time to figure things out. That's for sure. But maybe there's no win. In fact, I don't think there is. Maybe his last move was a little bit too slow. Yeah, this I wanted to meet with bishop to e6. I guess I still do want to do that. Developing the piece and simultaneously defending my knight on d5, so it's quite a useful move. So takes, I guess knight g5 is coming, or not. Maybe now? Knight g5, okay, no, this is definitely too slow played, now better probably already. Bishop b1, that is not exactly what I would call hiding his intentions, but maybe it's a fine move. Definitely wants queen c2 right now. But I got knight f6 to cover the house here and be quite okay. Okay, improves. Yeah, now just very active suddenly. Okay, takes, bishop b3. And he resigns. Okay, thanks for the game very much. And let's move on. Probably my opponent there was much better, but it was not so easy to figure things out with little time. Let's play another 3-2 games. I like those. Against Oops Kitty from La France. Okay, let's play a6. Why not? And let's play b6. Why not? Just hoping for some kind of hedgehog here. Definitely not the best system, but it's playable. Okay, let's go bishop h6. I don't know if it's a good move, but it's at least thematic move. Exchanging my so-called bad bishop here. Usually, strategically speaking, it's a good idea. So if I can remain unscattered and develop my pieces after this exchange, I should be doing fine at least. Okay, b4. I don't think that's actually it's fine because he still has bishop takes h6. And then he can protect the base with h3, so it's fine. But even this, wow, very creative. Works as well. If a b4, there's bishop takes h6 still. Okay, I'll also play in a creative way then, go king f8. Who needs to castle anyway? Okay, h3, king g7. Wow, g4. Very interesting game so far. So threatening to capture my bishop by playing g5. So I have two options here. I can either take on c1 or I can play bishop f4. Probably bishop f4 is not too good, is my instinct. So I guess I just gotta take here on c1. Bishop f4 takes. Somehow it feels bad. I don't know why, but I'll not do it. Okay, queen takes c1. So how do I develop here? Well, I can start by going bishop c8, generally useful move, bringing this bishop back into the game. And I'll see how I'll deal with the situation of my knight on g8, where it will go exactly, depending on circumstances. Knight a4, where's that? Is he really intending to play for c5? Looks a bit slow. So how do I take advantage? Knight f8. Is knight f8 a move? I don't know. I kind of like knight f8. Intending to play maybe h5. And there we go. But maybe knight f8 was just a bad move after king g2. Wow, just sacrificing this pawn for reals? That I do not believe in. Knight h2, I got knight h7 as well, and I think the white position is falling apart here. Yeah, this is, if g5 as well is falling, my piece is just gonna crush around the king side. I'll take for now. Yeah, okay, but I'm just much faster here, so queen c6 is not gonna do any damage. I mean, this rook, I really do not care too much about. Let's give a check for now. Knight f4 next. And my opponent can have his rook if he wants, but it will not save the game. I think this was a nice game, actually. I kind of liked it. a6 always works well. Okay, rook e3. Sure, that's a good defensive move. I didn't see that. Queen h4 makes sense. King g1. Knight h3 fully works. Why not to do it then? Yeah. So king g1 is absolutely forced because the knight cannot move due to maiden on h1. So king g1. I want to do it in a more beautiful way. This knight h3 is a little bit prosaic. This I do not want. So let's go knight f6, knight takes a8. Wow, what? But kind sir, this is just giving up your knight. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I do not understand that. Yeah, that was a pity. I was hoping for king g1 when the game would still sort of go on for a little bit. Not too long, but a little bit, yeah. Okay, let's just give a check. Give a check. And we're picking up the white queen here, and basically everything falls. So that's why my opponent resigns. Okay, thanks for the game. I was quite happy with this one. So sometimes nice to play a good game. It doesn't happen too often. Okay, let's play Mr. Erkan with a picture of the Joker, I think. So let's go play against the Joker. E4, E5, first time of the day. Let's play knight E2. Knight C6. Let's go knight B to C3. I mean, D4 is possible. It probably transposes to a Scotch opening. Probably should still play D4 here, but it's a little bit boring, so I'll play F4. D5. D5 is a good move by my opponent. I think I got a pretty bad version of the King's Gambit here, but okay. Maybe I can make it work somehow. Question mark. Yeah. That's why I don't experiment too much in the opening usually. This is not gone the way I wanted it to. Queen h4, g3 still sort of keeps it together, I think, for now, but looks dangerous for me. Yeah, bishop b4. I'll meet with bishop to d2. If I can get a few moves to develop, I might be okay. Takes. Like knight g3 next would be very nice to have. Wow. It's like my opponent read my mind, yeah? Oh, this is a really strong move. Okay, let's go here. Bishop takes e2. Maybe I gotta go king takes e2, but that's fine. That's fine. Bishop e2, queen h4, king d1, knight f2, king c1, knight h1, queen b7. Is it playable at all? Maybe it is. Short castles, queen takes c6, queen f2. Probably it's not really playable for me. I just get made it. b2, queen h4. Okay, what the heck? Let's play the bomb clouds. That's what everyone wants, right? I know it. Okay, queen h4 anyway. Sort of hope that wouldn't happen, but well, how about advancing the king even further up the board? Please don't be mate. I'm really scared here. This is looking a little bit dodgy, so to say. Okay, f5. But at least it's interesting, I think. So bishop e2, f4, king d3. I don't think there's mate. So I think I can do it. Still, it looks incredibly dangerous for me. f4, king d3, queen f5. I thought I had bishop f3 here. Oh my god, no, there's knight g3, of course. What am I thinking? Okay, but then it was losing anyway. Wow, my opponent doesn't see it. I was already preparing myself for knight g3, bishop f e4, and fighting a completely hopeless position. But this on the other, well, queen g1 is a mouse flip. Great. Happens to me at least once every Banter Blitz. But I shouldn't be too disappointed here. Not getting that g3 plate is like a miracle, so that's good. Okay, castles, I'll just take. Finally, tempo down, but it's fine. Things have been looking far worse. Let's go. I don't know, I'm a bit afraid of some sacrifices. I'll play h3. Takes, queen b1. This is kind of what I wanted. Just give me an endgame, please. I am begging for an endgame. My opponent says no. Thank you. I do not want an endgame, so that's a pity. Only 20 seconds as well, so I'm really playing it slowly. Oh, queen d3. What am I? What? Okay, this game is just absolutely a mess. Okay, gotta focus a little bit. Okay, rook b1 next. Oh, that's just really pretty. But where's the finish? That's less than ideal. Can I take queen e1, king f3? I think I can. Well, what am I thinking today? Just blundering mate in 3? Okay. Okay, let's not speak about this game, guys. Let's just pretend it never happened, and we just move on to the next one. Let's just pretend nothing happened. That was just a completely normal game. Nothing weird at all about it. Let's play Super Rico next. And go d4. Super Rico, let's go. And let's play a little bit of a more normal game this time. Okay, QGD. Let's go knight f3. Oops. Sorry, guys. I had to sneeze suddenly. Sometimes happens. Let's go queen c2. I don't want to do anything crazy this game. I just want to play normal chess. Okay, bishop e2. Previous game never happened. That's all I know. Well, what is going on? My opponent does he know what he's doing, or is he just playing complete monkey chess? Maybe he knows what he's doing. It looks risky for him, but maybe he can take this pawn on d4. And he goes for it. Looks incredibly risky though, doesn't it? Like takes, I'll go b3. Okay, so queen takes d4 has been played. I'll go b3. Interesting stuff. Can he take a second pawn? A bishop takes e5? I don't know. A queen g4, this should be not a great move. Maybe just king h1. This is also just a bad game, by the way. b5 has a little bit of a problem. At least it's not as bad as this other game I once played on this show. Knight a5. Bishop takes e5. Knight takes c6, I guess. Kind of in the game still, I guess. Like, it could have been worse. And I'm way up on development, so that's good. And on the clock as well by now, so who knows? So I guess bishop f6, f4. And we see. My opponent is thinking for a long time, which kind of makes me happy. I do think it's a good thing the show is coming to an end, because today, definitely not my day. I've played better days than this. Wow, bishop b7. I had not seen this at all. Okay, so let's think. First point, knight takes e5 is queen takes g2 checkmate. It's very good to have seen this little idea. f3 makes sense, so I'll just do it, I guess. But bishop b7 was nice. Yeah, I think it works. Queen f4, knight e5, queen e5, f4. I don't know. Queen somewhere, fg, rook c8, something b4 next, who knows. I think it's more complicated to play for black than for white. That's all I think. Good enough for me. Like queen h8, fg, rook c8. Probably good for me somehow. Okay, queen c5. I'll take. Okay, rook c8. I think I can just... Yeah, I'll just go for the piece extra. Still compensation for black for sure, but I think I'm better. Let's take the pawn. Okay, so little trick by my opponent. I cannot take on c5 because of mate still. Knight e4, there's queen takes c1 as well, so always got to be careful. In chess, you can always lose in one little move. Okay, there we go. I think we should end it here, guys. It's been a interesting ride today. Not necessarily the best chess, but it was fun, and we had some fun games, I guess. So we'll be happy about that at least. And I think I'm back on the 23rd for the arena, so in only 2 days. So see you guys then. Hope you enjoyed the show, and have a wonderful day.
It was a tense semi-final match between Magnus Carlsen and Jan Pomniachtchi.